Greetings everybody, this is Dream and welcome to Star Stable Online. This is one of my musing videos, so I basically talk about some things that are coming up in the game and speculation on some things. Now, this is coming on Tuesday instead of Monday because I had on Sunday nearly finished my first video that I was going to be talking about some other stuff and some things I'm talking about here. But some things happened. Power went out while I was editing the video, and then I tried to export it on Monday, and Star Stable dropped something new on us that, well, I just ended up saying, forget the video and I'll make another one later today. So, this is going to be broken up into a couple of different things, and I'm going to try to be as cohesive as possible. I'm not going to let the footage from the other video go to waste, so that's going to be playing in the background, and some of the stuff from the previous video that I was working on is going to be used for this video too. So with that said, let's get on with the topic. Okay, who's that horse? This was a tag posted on Star Stable's Instagram, where they posted a shadow of a horse that's going to be coming to Jorvik. And they asked the community to create art as a kind of guessing game to see if anybody can be close of what the horse may look like. There's a lot of good guesses out there, and it was quite interesting to watch. The caption for the image was, "Hey Star Fam, are you ready for a challenge? This is one of our upcoming new breeds, and it's entirely unique to Jorvik. We have more sneak peeks coming up, but in the meantime, can you share your own ideas of what you think this horse will look like? Use the hashtag #Who'sThatHorse to share your guesses in artwork or writing. We can't wait to see what you come up with. Stay tuned for more juicy sneak peeks coming soon." That was on September 18th, so that was about a week ago from this video, and it was quite interesting. And there was a lot of guesses going on. So, a lot of people were leaning towards wolf, and that's because of how fuzzy the horse was. Later on, some concept art was posted in the Star Stable Breaking News video. This happened on September 23rd, and it was mixed in with some other concept art for Wildwood, which is the new area that's coming north of Mistfall. This concept art showcased a Palomino horse that had flowers or plants woven into its mane, and it's just concept only, but the horse also has some other unique traits to it, like a beard, which that's something that we saw with the Irish cob, and that was something that we saw in the shadow. So some people thought, well, maybe this horse is related to that. Maybe it's a new magic horse, like a Jorvik Wild, or one of the new magic breeds that it turns into a werewolf type horse, and then later turns into a fairy type horse. That was actually some interesting thoughts there, but not quite on track, it seems. Later on September 25th, Star Stable posted on their social media accounts a animation preview of the horse's muzzle. What we know about this horse is that it's a dun or a buckskin, and that it has gold color eyes. Again, most people thought because of that, as well as the fact that it had what's called wolf teeth in its mouth, that it was going to be a wolf related horse. Star Stable really kind of tagged along with that little train of thought for players and just kind of led them on a wild goose chase, it seemed. But the animation was showcasing some new things that the game designers or the horse team was working on as far as creating horses, which include new animations for our feisty friends. So does this mean that we are going to have horses later on that will have all these new unique animations? Probably so. I don't think they're going to add these animations to older horses, or at least older Gen 3 horses, because they would have to go ahead and remodel certain things on those horses to make it work. So yeah, some interesting stuff happened within a short span of time for that Who's That Horse. Now, what I'm going to talk about next is what was dropped on Monday morning. Okay, so this is why I am redoing my video. Other than the fact I had issues the day before, on Sunday. On Monday morning, September 28th, Star Stable dropped a video that actually full-blown shows the horse. So we no longer have the horse as a mystery. They did show what it looks like, and it's actually quite cute, to say nonetheless. This horse, the one that they showed, is a seal brown. So it is a seal brown horse. It has tufts on its ears, and it looks like the concept art. The only thing different is that it has some unique markings to it. So it was definitely an interesting horse, and they're more or less showcasing what it's doing, which is laying down and getting back up. So they're adding some unique animations to this horse. We don't know yet if these animations will be triggered with a key, like a special move, like a spacebar move, or if there's going to be a emote or command that allows us to do this. We also don't know if it's coming to any other horses in the game. But the caption for this one is, if this doesn't describe hashtag Monday mood, then what does? Soul Riders and Gentle Horses, meet the Jorvik Wild Horse. And then they give the release date. Now, and another hashtag, which is Jorvik Gone Wild. This is where the confusion has started. Because this horse is called a Jorvik Wild, it's sharing the name with the color-changing Jorvik Wilds that was previously released years ago, or a few years ago. So there was a lot of questions that came up. Will these be a replacement or update to the Jorvik Wild horses? And Star Stable actually did comment on several people who've asked that question. Let me see if I can find that comment. Alright, so the question was, is the horse going to be a Jorvik Wild, and is it going to have the color changing coat, yada yada yada. What Star Stable has answered on all these questions about the same thing. Our previous Jorvik Wild horses will be getting their own names, similar to our recent magical horse releases. These horses will take the name Jorvik Wild as their own instead. This means that this is not a magical horse, and it's here to stay. So with that said, this horse is a permanent addition to the game. We don't know how we're going to obtain it. We could just be flat out buying it. We could be doing a special activity to get it. We'll find out come the release date. Now, with that said, they said that all the previous Jorvik Wilds, the Icelandic and Shire Wilds, will be getting their own breed names. We don't know when they're going to do the name changes, and one of the problems they're going to run into is that they're creating lore for each and every one of those horses. That's going to be a lot of work to do, and we don't get to see that lore until they're out for release again. The only other two wilds that should have gotten their names sooner was Sakura and Birch, the first Lusitano wilds. Those two have been given the Jorvik Wild name since they were released, but Star Stable has been referring to them as Sakura and Birch, and we still don't have the lore for them. Now, what I'm hoping is that they will eventually give us a lore book that at least gives us the lore of these different horse breeds that are magical coats, so that we can see them anytime during the year and read up on them. Right now, most of us are using Jorvikpedia, and the only ones that don't have their own lore is Sakura and Birch. So that's actually an interesting tidbit of information there that we've done for the Jorvik Wilds. So the last things I want to talk about is the release date and currently what we know for the colors. I have mentioned some of the colors here while I've been talking about them, but we haven't really talked about them. So, the release date for this new Jorvik Wild is October 7th. That's a week after the Star Stable birthday starts. So, we get the Jorvik Wilds in the second week of the month. That's approximately about what they've been doing for new horse releases. So, players were kind of off on when the horse release was. It's not Halloween related, and it's not wolf related, but it is a wild relation. And also this now makes sense for some other things in the game as far as Jorvik Wilds are concerned, because I believe Starshine and Tin Can are listed as Jorvik Wilds, and I saw a comment somewhere else that said now that they're going to make more sense for their naming or breed name. So yeah, October 17th or October 7th is the release date. Now, as far as the colors, we do know we've got the Palomino is a probable color. It actually looked like a dapple Palomino, but that's one of the colors. It had green eyes. Keep that in mind. The dun and buckskin looking color, we don't know which color it actually is. It could be dun, it could be buckskin. That one had gold eyes. I know I mentioned that earlier, but also keep that in mind. This new one, the Seal Brown, arguably it looks like it has red eyes, but it could just be a really saturated brown, according to somebody. So this one doesn't really have normal color eyes per se. So that's one thing that's unique with them already. I think their marking sets are going to be unique too, because the Seal Brown has a marking set that I've not really seen on a horse. I've seen a similar, but not quite. But yeah, it's definitely going to look interesting. And I think that is about it, really. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that these are neat looking horses? Do you like them? Do you hate them? You can leave a comment and either like or dislike this video, whichever you feel. We also don't know the price. I forgot to mention that. We don't know if they're going to have a price tag on them. Probably will, but we don't know what it is. We'll find out when we get closer to October 7th. And we'll probably get some more coat colors by then too. So, with that said, I will talk to you guys next time, and hopefully things get better on my end so I can do more videos. Until then, bye-bye!